Today's MMA Company fight preview is with Becca Evans. Becca is going to be making her professional MMA debut down at Triton Fights 18. That's going to be on March 27th in Tampa, Florida. Becca, thanks for joining us today. How are you feeling about 2 weeks out from your fight?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. It's one of those fight camps. We've had a lot of notice with it. So we've been able to ease into it, easy cut, easy, train hard, fight easy kind of a thing. So I'm feeling good.
Yeah, and anybody who follows you on social has kind of seen that you had a lot of time for this fight, and you've been putting in a lot of work. So, who have you been working with? What have you been working on? What are you excited about to showcase in this upcoming pro debut?
One of the things I think I've always said, even as an amateur, is I like to be well rounded. So I'm working with, the same group of people as usual. COVID's been a little bit different as far as, a lot less like gym hopping and things like that and getting to open mats, as most open mats have been canceled, at least to outside people now. But I mean, it's been more or less the same kind of camp for me. We have a small, close-knit group of people that we train with, and just, staying consistent with that. And, I've been very lucky to have a great group of people around me that have been consistent from our reopening back last summer, and just kind of going in from there. So it little different, but not crazy, not anything that changes, how we prepare or how we're able to prepare, which is fantastic, because I know a lot of places still are, gyms are locked down, or, you're still doing secret fight club and all that stuff.
Yeah, and you talked about your weight cut a little bit, right? So, you said it's going to be an easy cut. Talk to me a little bit about your thought process on having to cut weight while also, flying to a fight, which, if I'm not mistaken, this will be your first time doing those two things together.
Yeah, so this is actually, I'm fighting up a weight class. Typically I fight 135. So I'm fighting 145 this time. So it's 10 pounds, 10 pounds is a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've always, for our weight cuts, my strength and conditioning coach and I have always been big on proper nutrition, proper dieting. We don't like to cut water. Your performance, the percentages are crazy when you actually dig into some journals and stuff about how weight cuts affect performance and things like that. It's a huge shock to your body to, okay, we're eating, we're doing this, we're doing that. And now, you go into a week where you starve yourself, you flush yourself full of water, and then cut, I know guys can cut, 15, 20 pounds. It's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Women are a lot different with hormones and our, the way that our bodies are built. We don't cut water the same way. We don't cut weight the same way. So I'm, for me, this was probably one of the easiest cuts. It's not the most I've ever cut in a fight. It's not the fastest I've ever had to cut in a fight, which definitely plays into the factor. But, being able to get to weight without having to cut any water is, feels fantastic. I don't have to worry about, my sodium levels going into fight week, or, drinking tons of water. I mean, I drink tons of water anyways, but having to, turn off the water 24 hours out and, worry about drying out and sweating out, every last drop. And then, your rehydration and making sure you key on all that. So that's a huge burden to lift from there. So we've been, this cut's been easy with that and not having to stress about it, because once you start stressing, then the weight doesn't come off the same way. So we've always been big on the proper nutrition, the proper diet going into a fight. I've never had to cut more than like 5 pounds of water anyways. And even that has always put me at least a pound, 2 pounds light. So this is just, just easy breezy for me.
And, it has to also kind of feel good on your end when you're sitting around at weigh-ins waiting for them to call your name, and you see all the other fighters who are like, their mouths are super dry and they're sitting waiting with their Pedialyte to drink it or whatever they have, and you're just kind of, chilling, waiting to get on the scale.
Yeah, that's it's such a huge relief. I remember the last time I fought in Pennsylvania, for whatever reason, the weigh-ins were kept getting delayed and delayed. They told us to be there at 2, and I don't think we actually weighed until like closer to 5.
Mhm.
And it was ridiculous. I was like, I'm starving, I'm thirsty, just let me on that scale. One of my favorite things about Cowboy Fight series down in Virginia is they allowed us to weigh in before the ceremonial
Mhm.
weigh-in. So as soon as we got to the venue, you could weigh in and start rehydrating, which was fantastic. But this time around, I'll probably be snacking while waiting to go on the scale, and drinking water, and all that good stuff. So it's I don't have to worry about any of that, which is fantastic. And it doesn't put my body through any extra stressors. Like you said, like we're traveling from Delaware down to Tampa. We're actually driving. um,
Oh, wow.
we have a crew of people. It's actually we have a minivan going down. We got the battle van. So it's going to be it's still going to be a long trip going down for that, and not having to worry about, weird thing, water retention and all that stuff. I can just, eat my normal stuff, pull it out of the cooler, you know, relax going down.
That's great. And spoiler alert, that's not very rare here in Pennsylvania for those weigh-ins to just kind of get moved around and you just kind of sit and wait. I've been a part of that a couple times in Pennsylvania. So it just kind of happens. But I also wanted to talk to you about your opponent, right? Because you've had, I think, a pretty large issue with finding opponents. And then once you find them, the opponent actually keeping their commitment and fighting you, right? You've had a lot of fights fall through. You haven't really gotten to fight that many times. Talk to me about, the opponent that you're going to be facing, how you and your camp decided to take this fight, why it was a smart fight, or if it was more of like just put your name out there, I'm ready to go pro, and, give me somebody around the same experience and we're ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, getting fights, I mean, as a female is hard, period.
Mhm.
Getting other female fighters to commit and stay committed during a fight camp is hard, period. So it was one of those things that with the pandemic and COVID, making the jump from amateur to pro, it just made sense at the time, especially because so many amateur shows just couldn't go on. That and just the loss of time there. So when we decided to go pro, we got cleared back in October, November. Look, and the opportunity came about. So you know nothing scares me with that. So jumping on the opportunity to be able to go travel and fight with an established uh, promotion like Triton Fights. It's not like it's their first show or anything like that. First show down in Tampa, but not their first show overall. And it's one of those fights. It's just like any other fight. I'm going to go out there, and my plan is to take her soul and just get out there and get that win.
Excellent. And after you get that win, after that fight, are you guys hanging out in Tampa at all? Are you going to spend some time on the beach? What's your plan when the fight's over?
Well, when the fight's over, we're going to hang out a little bit that night, but we are driving right back up Sunday morning. It's going to be this is a business trip. This is
Mhm.
like anything else. This is business. We get in, we get out, we do our thing, and we'll be out of there Sunday and back home some point early Monday morning.
Awesome. And speaking of business, I know you have a lot of supporters, a lot of businesses that are backing you and helping you out with, just different things that come along with a professional fight camp and fighting in general. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to, give some shout outs to the people that have been supporting you because I know you got a lot of loyal supporters and sponsors out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm blessed to have quite a few supporters out there with this fight camp, especially with the travel expenses and the other things that involve a fight camp. It's a lot goes into it, as you know. So shout out to my core group at Delaware Dragon Martial Arts. I have Brian with RJ Machine Co. 8 Wedge. We have the box lunch, which is preparing my meals every single week. They've been perfect macros, helping me get that cut down. They've been fantastic there. I have 2 of my coworkers actually helping sponsor me. One is Catherine Ginaloni, who She actually just had her baby last night, so congrats to her, as well as Captain James Staples with Ocean River LLC. I have Corrado Construction that is also supporting me, and the partner with that one is actually Fontana Contractors on the other side of that husband and wife duo with their awesome daughter Ashlyn. Chino Pressure Washing, he's been helping me a lot with my boxing and just general, work there when he can. I have Perfect Picture Lawn Care and Jerry Dawson. She's been a big supporter from the amateur days. I'm looking forward to seeing her. She's flying down to come see us as well. High Rollers Tattoo, they did the original artwork for my giraffe logo, so shout out to them. We have Samurai Security Operations, which is our gym sister company that does various maritime training. Steinbach Beatty and Associates also helping me out. That's a family connection there. One of my best friends, that's her brother-in-law, so he's basically my brother-in-law too. I have almost 10 nieces, and they have 2 boys, so they're my 2 step nephews that I've stolen from them. So I have some boys in the family. So it's been fantastic to have everyone aboard and helping us out with everything there. And of course, liking it with that is Strong Tower Nutrition and Strong Tower Athletics always help me stay ready. Getting the right supplements in, getting the right training in. Ben Hamrick and Heather Hamrick helped me out there.
Awesome, Becca. We're really excited. What's that?
I apologize if I forget everyone. There's a lot of people that helped me out with that fight, and I'm trying to think through the banner setup as we're going around.
Oh, it's all good. I'm sure they'll understand. We're really excited to see you finally make your pro debut. Like you said, all business, and we'll be in touch on the other end. We're looking forward to seeing this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm there to take some souls.
Awesome. We're looking forward to it, Becca. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, bye.